Welcome back to another episode, gangs. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let's get into it. After Chad got shot, he came to Detective Vision a couple days later with the same clothes on, trying to prove his innocence after the shooting that took place at the barber shop. Police had sat there for an hour trying to get what happened out of Chad. After they told him he was going to jail for first-degree murder, he sat in the detective room for 30 minutes before he actually told police what happened and why.
They're gonna take you to the booking. So what? Murder.
Man, I'm here to listen.
I just didn't feel safe at the barber shop. I walked through there the first time. Like, yeah, got something for you. Watch.
The man he's referring to is Christopher Ruff, better known as Chris Ruff. He's from Neighborhood Crip. And as you know, neighborhoods and Hoover Crips never got along. So Chad called his cousin Dash, in which he is known to get active with the Hoover Crips. After Chad called looking for Dash, he picked him up from his grandmother's house and gave Dash the rundown on who was there and what happened. After detectives arrested Chad, they still didn't have enough evidence to say if Dash was the shooter. So they called Chris Ruff and asked him to come down to Detective Vision to get his side of the story, and he told police he would be there with his attorney, but his attorney never showed up.
Okay, man, take me back to the day of the barbershop.
I'm in the church with my haircut, you feel what I'm saying? We was engaged in a conversation. I wasn't worried about nothing until somebody brought to my team, Fat Cat just came in and he said he left.
He says a friend saw Fat Cat, a.k.a. Chad Colbert, come into the shop and quickly leave.
When Fat Cat came back, somebody came behind him. Dude started shooting. As soon as I seen that gun, I jumped out, started shooting. It was straight Western gunfight. I did what I had to do to save everybody's life. And I'm glad, because you see that kind of gun it was, you're going to clear the whole scene up.
Chris Ruff told police that he couldn't identify the shooter because he was only looking at the gun, not the shooter's face. After police let Chris Ruff go, they decided to take another swing at Chad to see if anyone else could identify Dash other than him.
Anyone else in the car?
After Chad told police that a girl was in the car with them at the time of the shooting, they then brought that woman down to Detective Vision and asked her some questions.
They both got out. And they both walked in and they started shooting.
When Dash turns around to come running back to the car, what's in his hands?
I know it's a rifle.
After her interview, Tulsa police had enough evidence to arrest Dash with first-degree murder. When Dash was arrested, Tulsa police found a AK-47 drum magazine up under his grandma's bed, and it matched the exact same shell casing that was used to kill Keith Liggins and several others. Tulsa police had undercovers waiting on Dash to return home to his grandmother's house. They asked if he would want to tell his side of the story before he went to jail, and he agreed.
Now, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for?
For an incident that happened at the barbershop.
I was at work. Okay. At a curb.
So when did Hoovers and neighborhoods start going to the same damn barber?
I don't know.
So do you feel any remorse for killing him?
It's that he dead, but I didn't kill that man.
After Dash was sent to the penitentiary for trying to kill Chris Ruff, he called on some of the younger members from Hoover and told them don't let up when you see him. After Chris Ruff was seen having a good time downtown at the Box Yard, the Hoover Street Gang members called out and told them that Chris Ruff was downtown. And moments later, a Hoover stomping session had just begun. This was the second attempt on the behalf of the Hoover Street Gang, and they were yet again unsuccessful on hurting Chris Ruff. Thank you for watching another episode of Hood Street Life series. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another episode. If you made it this far, you are a real supporter. So hit that button, man. More content on the way.